reality TV star and a small town in Utah provide crucial support to a friend in need. Parowan, Utah. Jen Sullivan typically refrains from soliciting assistance, yet she is receiving aid from the collective efforts of her small town and her best friend, a reality TV star. "I usually find ways to make her laugh or feel absurd," Sullivan remarked. "That is the essence of true friendship." Jen Sullivan became acquainted with Mary Brown almost a decade ago, while residing in Las Vegas. Brown is widely recognized as one of the sister wives on the TLC series that depicts a polygamous family and subsequently their separations. 3 years ago, the couple departed from Nevada to Parowan, where Mary operates a bed and breakfast in a residence constructed by her great-grandparents. Last year, Jen suspected her husband, Sean, was contending with a pest issue. However, the situation was significantly more severe. He had what he believed to be a mere mosquito bite on the back of his leg. Unfortunately, sarcoma typically manifests as a small bump, leading one to mistakenly assume it is simply an insect bite, Jen elucidated. Sarcoma is an uncommon malignancy of connective tissues, predominantly affecting children and even more infrequently adults. Sean has received several rounds of radiation and undergone multiple operations, including the removal of a football-sized tumor in April. He and Jen frequently undertake the hour-long journey from Parowan to St. George Regional Hospital for 2 hours of hyperbaric therapy. In June, Jen, co-owner of a cycle shop in Parowan, was organizing a cycling race when she learned that her son, John, had been involved in an accident. A passerby approached and informed her, "Hey, your kid has been in an accident." Sullivan reported, "He is bleeding from his face. He has fractured his wrist, sustained a nasal fracture, and suffered a considerable concussion. He exhibits memory loss and is unaware of the events that transpired. The circumstances remain unclear." John had his final cast removed on Thursday. However, the family, already contending with substantial medical expenses from Sean's cancer, now a new obstacle. "It can be quite challenging at times when difficulties accumulate, yet Jen manages it adeptly," stated Brown. Jen emerged as a significant presence in Mary's Instagram feed during the widely embraced Friday with Friends weekly posts throughout the pandemic, and they now create videos titled Salty Birches. "Jen is the individual who consistently prioritizes others," Brown continued. "I have advised her on numerous occasions during this ordeal that perhaps this is the lesson she needs to embrace, the importance of acceptance." Mary already established her social media presence as an influencer to assist the Sullivans. Now, it is reported that nearly the whole town of Parowan is participating, with the community organizing a charity bike ride and brunch on July 26th. Although remaining modest, Jen is reconciling with the notion that accepting assistance is occasionally permissible. Nonetheless, Leon Brown and Audrey Chris from Sister Wives have been married for over 1 year, as confirmed by Us Weekly. Brown, 28, and Kiss, 27, clandestinely married on October 29, 2022, as per their marriage certificate acquired by Us. The U.S. Sun and In Touch were the initial sources to disclose this information. Leon, the sole offspring of Cody Brown and his former spouse Mary Brown, wed at a courthouse in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Neither Leon nor Chris have publicly verified their marriage. However, Leon alluded to a blissful future in October 2022. "It is in these fleeting moments that I experience life most profoundly. It is in the interstitial spaces, the areas of incompleteness, the realms where one can easily become disoriented. That is where I feel most alive, most enriched in my humanity, in my chaos, in the entirety of my lived experience," Leon articulated via Instagram, accompanied by a series of photographs with Chris shortly before their nuptials. "I discover my true self when I pay attention to these moments. I perceive the most profound reflections of my complete self in the liminal." 4 months prior to their private nuptials, Leon publicly identified as transgender. "Someone recently informed me that I need not have everything resolved to present myself to the world," Leon, who utilizes they/them pronouns, stated on Instagram in June 2022. "So here I am, clearly lacking clarity on many aspects, to announce that I am trans." My name is Leon or Leo. I cherish both. Mary, 52, expressed her support for her child's announcement, commenting, "You are my sunshine." Cody, 54, has not made any public remarks regarding Leon's coming out. In 2017, Leon publicly identified as a lesbian to their family during an episode of Sister Wives. 2 years later, in January 2019, Leon proposed to Chris at the Women's March in Washington, D.C. Chris subsequently came out as transgender in December 2021, expressing via social media, "I don't want to hide myself from the world anymore. I am so incredibly excited. I am also scared. I am scared of the hate I'll receive, the things people I care about will say about me, and violence. As a white, masculine-presenting person comes a lot of privilege, and I am still scared." Leon and Chris married in 2022 amidst familial discord as Cody's third wife, Cody Brown, announced her separation from him in November 2021, and second wife Janelle Brown confirmed her separation months prior in December 2022. Mary and Cody announced their separation in January through a joint statement. The couple had been together for over 30 years before their dissolution. Cody remains married to his fourth wife, Robyn Brown, whom he formally married in 2014 following his divorce from Mary. Nevertheless, Sister Wives Season 19 star Cody Brown ended her 27-year spiritual marriage to Cody Brown in November 2021, citing a lack of romance. After realizing Cody favored his fourth wife, Robyn Brown, Cody moved to Utah, seeking personal happiness. She met David Woolley on a dating app in 2022, and their whirlwind romance led to an engagement in April 2023 and marriage in October 2023. Unlike her strained relationship with Cody, Cody and David share a vibrant, affectionate bond, evident in their public displays of love, from cuddly Instagram posts to playful on-screen moments. Cody describes David as her soulmate, a stark contrast to Cody's emotional distance. Their chemistry is easy to see during Sister Wives Season 19, but Cody may not like watching his ex-wife being affectionate with someone else. I end the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all special. Cody Brown shared candid insights during her one-on-one with host Suki Krishnan. She revealed the deep lack of intimacy in her 27-year spiritual marriage to Cody Brown. She emphasized that a loving, intimate connection was essential to her. Cody noted that while their relationship felt fulfilling early on, the intimacy gradually faded. The disconnect led to their 2021 separation. During Sister Wives Season 19, Cody revealed that observing Cody's deep affection for his fourth wife, Robyn, Cody recognized a profound void in her own relationship with him. She felt Cody failed to meet her emotional needs, causing their intimacy to feel strained and inauthentic. In a forthright reflection, Cody acknowledged, "We utilized each other," characterizing their relationship as an empty, mechanical interaction devoid of authentic connection. Cody frequently expressed dissatisfaction regarding Cody's lack of attention. During the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, she noted that discussions about intimacy were infrequent. She recounted a singular conversation in which she inquired about the prospect of sexual relations in their marriage, to which Cody responded negatively. "So, the next time he came over, I said you're done." This marked the conclusion of their marriage. Following her separation from Cody in 2021, Cody's relationship with David developed swiftly. In January 2023, Cody revealed her foray into online dating. By Valentine's Day, she announced her exclusive relationship with David, a widower and father of 8. Their relationship developed rapidly, culminating in an engagement in April 2023. On October 7, 2023, they exchanged vows in Moab, Utah, in the presence of 330 guests, including Cody's children. The Sister Wives wedding special was broadcast on TLC. Cody and David's relationship markedly contrasts with her first marriage. The couple operates as a dynamic team, their partnership founded on mutual respect and shared values. David has seamlessly integrated into Cody's life, forming bonds with her children and grandchildren. Cody appreciates David's communication skills and presence. Their public displays of affection stand in stark contrast to those of Christine's first marriage, and the Sister Wives season 19 star would not have it any other way. During the Tell-All special, Suki presented a montage featuring clips of David and Christine's public displays of affection from Sister Wives season 19. After viewing the montage, David remarked to Christine, "You were indeed starved for attention." Although the comment caused her embarrassment, she could not refute its validity. She had always desired greater affection from Cody and ultimately discovered a man willing to prioritize her happiness. During Cody's segment with Suki in the Sister Wives season 19 Tell-All special, she presented him with the same package of PDA and inquired about his feelings regarding his ex-wife's overt affection for another. Surprisingly, Cody expressed happiness for Christine, stating, "It's truly what Christine has always wanted. I'm quite impressed by her capacity to manifest." Cody discussed his relationship with his ex-third wife, stating, "Christine was an enjoyable experience." The Sister Wives season 19 cast member and former polygamist patriarch conveyed to Suki, "When it came to the fundamental aspects of our relationship, we both faced challenges. Christine is undoubtedly in a more contented state married to David, and Cody predominantly expresses happiness for his ex-wife." David's rejection of polygamy aligns seamlessly with Christine's new beginning. Although some of her 6 children initially questioned the rapid development of their relationship, they ultimately accepted the couple's union. The mutual commitment to family and profound love between Christine and David fortifies their connection. Their partnership exhibits greater affection, as Christine possesses a confidence that was absent during her time with Cody. While Christine's children quickly began to endorse David, they were less receptive to the public displays of affection. David made his debut during Sister Wives season 19, where he and Christine were frequently observed kissing, holding hands, and cuddling in public. Frequently, their own offspring were present, yet David and Christine persisted. During the Tell-All, the reactions of Christine and David's children to their public displays of affection were showcased. Although it may be unsettling for Christine's children to witness their mother engage in public displays of affection with a man who is not their father, they appear to be largely accepting of the situation. "My mom always desired more physical affection from Dad," states Robyn Brown, aged years. Isabel further remarks, "Now she can express physical affection publicly as much as she desires." Christine has finally found contentment with the husband she has always desired, and her children from Sister Wives are supportive of her happiness. Nonetheless, Cody Brown, from Sister Wives, articulated the distinct manners in which mothers and fathers convey affection to their offspring, inciting criticism for his viewpoint. He wed Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown in the early 1990s with the intention of establishing a polygamous family structure. Over the years, Cody fathered 13 children, 6 with Janelle, 6 with Christine, and 1 with Mary. He was previously regarded as a dedicated patriarch of the Brown family until Robyn Brown's arrival shifted his focus, leading to a neglect of his obligations to his original 3 wives. Cody is now being held accountable for the disintegration of his family, and his recent remarks regarding the disparity between maternal and paternal love have exacerbated his predicament. In a message to a Sister Wives fan, reposted by Cody, admitted to feeling jealous of mothers who have unconditional love for their children, while fathers are often required to show tough love. He added, "They listen instead of trying to fix the problems like dads do." However, many fans reacted negatively to his statement, criticizing him in the comments. Mary, Janelle, and Christine separated from Cody between 2021 and 2023, leaving him in a monogamous relationship with Robyn. After the separation, Cody started to distance himself from his children. He believed that his adult children didn't respect Robyn and demanded an apology from them. When his children refused to apologize, their relationship deteriorated even further. The family stopped celebrating Christmas together, and Cody rarely spoke to his children. He showered Robyn's children with love and gifts, while some of his children didn't even receive a phone call from him on their birthdays. With his recent comments, Cody has deepened the emotional divide between himself and his adult children. It seemed as though he was attempting to justify his lack of closeness to his children by suggesting that mothers have an innate, unconditional love for their children, whereas fathers have to cultivate it. By framing fatherhood as naturally less nurturing, he appears to be evading responsibility. Unfortunately, his remarks will only widen the emotional distance between him and his children. Cody probably realizes that his controversial statements won't be well received by his children, but he no longer seems concerned about reconciling with them. Cody is often seen as the villain of Sister Wives, and his recent remarks may have further damaged his public image. Many Sister Wives viewers criticized him for perpetuating harmful gender stereotypes. They also shared personal experiences of their fathers, who were just as nurturing as their mothers. Cody likely attempted to justify his lack of emotional connection with his adult children by relying on outdated notions of parenting. Sister Wives fans may be justified in calling out Cody for dismissing fathers who are consistently emotionally present for their children. Nevertheless, Sister Wives stars have been in the industry for over a decade. The show started in 2010, and ever since, we have seen the cast members go through several looks. From getting haircuts to losing weight to changing their dressing style, the cast members have done it all. However, recently, Cody went through a subtle but impactful transformation, which caught the viewer's attention. Interestingly, his transformation goes way deeper than just looks. It reflects more about his intent and how he manages to be cheap and extravagant at the same time. He always makes the news for one reason or another. Most of the time, people talk about him for all the wrong reasons, like how he prioritizes one wife over others. Viewers also know him as a patriarch who seems to derive pleasure from torturing his wives and kids. He tends to spend money freely, but with a twist. Sister Wives fans couldn't stop laughing after spotting Cody Brown at a recent Arizona gun show. While there was plenty to talk about, it was his wild, frizzy hair that stole the spotlight. His once iconic curls looked dry and lifeless, with a clearly visible scalp and no sign of recent dye. Cody Brown has always been a very controversial figure. Over the years, we have seen him prioritize himself above everybody else. He believes in spending money, but only on himself and his wife Robyn. While he always complains that he doesn't have enough funds, people have seen him buying luxurious cars, villas, and jewelry pieces for himself and for Robyn. Even for Christmas, he used to give expensive gifts to his kids from Robyn, but he gave nothing to the other family members. This time around, he showed a similar behavior pattern. He got a cosmetic procedure done. Cody recently went live when a Redditor spotted his new set of teeth. It may seem like a simple cosmetic procedure, but it did not look uniform, and something was definitely wrong with it. Fans did a little digging and found that Cody only got the procedure done on his front 4 teeth. He probably thought the other parts wouldn't be visible, so it was okay to skip those. This is quite surprising, given his spendthrift reputation. On one hand, he is buying BMW convertibles, and on the other hand, he is cutting costs on cosmetic procedures. Cody is usually known for fulfilling all his desires without thinking about the money, but his current action was quite surprising. He, along with Robyn, often visits Vegas nightclubs, gambles away their money, and indulges in expensive cars and vacations. Moreover, Cody and Robyn have an extensive collection of jewelry, art, and dolls, including several custom-made pieces. So why would he cut costs? Nonetheless, for more than 20 years, Christine Brown was entwined in a multifaceted tapestry of affection, devotion, and sacrifice within her plural marriage to Cody Brown. As one of the spouses in the polygamous Brown family showcased on Sister Wives, she dedicated the majority of her adult life to maneuvering through the emotional complexities of cohabiting with a shared husband. However, Christine had consistently upheld her belief in the spiritual significance of their union until a profound transformation occurred that shattered her trust, eroded her patience, and ultimately fractured her heart. The pivotal moment arrived subtly, devoid of any vociferous dispute, but rather through a profound epiphany. It was merely another evening in Flagstaff, Arizona. Christine was in the midst of preparing dinner for her children when she inadvertently overheard Cody conversing on the phone in the living room. She was not intentionally eavesdropping. In fact, she endeavored to avert her attention. However, a singular remark from Cody's dialogue pierced her consciousness acutely. Frankly, Robyn is the sole individual with whom I still feel a genuine connection. Christine halted, her hands quivering above the cutting board. She had long harbored suspicions regarding Cody's emotional detachment, but his candid admission obliterated her delusions. That evening, Christine refrained from confronting him. Instead, she remained in her room, perusing old photographs, birthdays, road trips, family reunions, and wept. She beheld a younger iteration of herself who had believed that love entailed endurance, sacrifice, and patience. However, that iteration of Christine was no longer extant. In the ensuing weeks, Christine commenced implementing subtle modifications. She ceased initiating dialogues with Cody and refrained from restructuring her life to accommodate his erratic visits. Most significantly, she resumed journaling, an activity she had not engaged in since her early 20s. Within those confidential pages, she expressed her emotions, the resentment, the solitude, the squandered opportunities. What initially began as a journal evolved into a manifesto for her future self. Subsequently, the astonishing moment arrived. While filming a special family discussion episode for sister spouses, Christine stood before the cameras, the other spouses, and Cody. Initially, her voice trembled but gained strength with each utterance. This marriage has ceased to be a partnership. I no longer feel loved, respected, or valued. I have made considerable efforts. God knows I have, but I refuse to continue living in obscurity. I am departing, Cody. Not out of anger, but out of self-love. Silence ensued. Robyn was astonished. Mary became emotional, and Janelle silently acknowledged the gravity of the situation, comprehending more than anyone else. Cody's complexion drained of color. For the first time, he appeared genuinely unsettled. Christine, refrain from this action, he implored. We can rectify this. However, Christine had already restored what was paramount, her own soul. In a matter of days, she organized her possessions and relocated to Utah, nearer to her adult offspring and relatives. The production crew accompanied her, documenting her odyssey of self-exploration and autonomy. She commenced therapy, became a member of a hiking group, and initiated a modest home cooking channel on social media, which rapidly garnered acclaim. Audiences were captivated not only by her culinary creations, but also by her narrative, one of courage, renewal, and the pursuit of joy over obligation. Cody, in the interim, endeavored to maintain familial cohesion. With Christine's departure, the fissures in the family's foundation became glaringly evident. His relationships with the remaining wives grew increasingly strained. Tensions escalated. Robyn attempted to mediate but was unable to prevent the gradual disintegration of the formerly close-knit group. However, Christine radiated brilliance. 1 year later, she had a viral interview. Seated on a comfortable couch against a mountainous backdrop, she smiled and stated, I believed that separating from Cody would devastate me. However, it did not. It liberated me. I am no longer merely a sister wife. I am Christine. I have finally embraced my life. Supporters inundated her with encouragement. Thousands of women expressed gratitude for her bravery, demonstrating that it is never too late to begin anew. Christine emerged as a symbol of empowerment, not due to perfection, but because of her honesty and audacity to redefine her narrative. As the Brown family continued to navigate their intricate ties, one fact was evident: Christine's decision altered everything. It not only took an unexpected turn, but also redefined the concepts of love, loyalty, and freedom. Greetings, esteemed viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Sabrina, and I hope your day is going splendidly. If you appreciate the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel.